Young and the Restless spoilers revealed Genoa City is never short of mystery and tension, but this week, things escalate to a new level as a dramatic chain of events revolves around Phyllis Summers, Sharon, and their loved ones. With hidden conflicts, secret investigations, and unforeseen conspiracies, the lives of the characters on The Young and the Restless become more complicated than ever. A dramatic moment occurs when Phyllis Summers is involved in a serious accident on her way to Sharon's house. In the dim light of the car and the quiet of the night, it seems like a confrontation has occurred. Sharon, who was also present at the scene, is unsure whether she accidentally pushed Phyllis off the road. This ambiguity makes things unpredictable. Nick Newman and Chance Chancellor arrive in time, pull Phyllis out of the wreckage and rush her to the hospital. Phyllis is still in a coma, and her loved ones are worried. Elena Dawson, as a doctor, not only provides medical support but also becomes a comfort to Daniel and Summer Newman, who are heartbroken to see their mother in critical condition. At first, Elena advises them to be patient and wait, but later, she decides to use all her knowledge and skills to find a way to help Phyllis recover. Meanwhile, Sharon seems to be overwhelmed with guilt. She confessed to Nick that she might be involved in Phyllis' accident, but Nick doesn't want to believe it. Instead of going public, Nick and Chance decide to conduct a secret investigation to verify the truth. Sharon seems to be caught up in a whirlwind of suspicion, but is she really involved, or is she just an unwitting person caught up in it? Interestingly, Daniel later bluntly demands Nick to answer what is going on. Does Daniel know something, or is he trying to protect his mother from some kind of conspiracy? Ian Ward and Jordan, the manipulators. In this scenario, Ian Ward and Jordan have secretly targeted Sharon. Their appearance is not random, but part of an elaborate plan to hurt Sharon and those close to her. Meanwhile, Christine and Michael Baldwin are fiercely arguing about Sharon's innocence. It seems that even veteran lawyers cannot agree on whether Sharon was involved in the accident. Claire Grace Newman and the conspiracy. Another storyline that has caught the audience's attention is the involvement of Claire Grace Newman. The more she learns about her family, including her powerful grandfather Victor Newman, the easier it is for Jordan to target her. Can Claire resist Jordan's manipulations, or will she become the next victim in his game? Chance's investigation adds to the tension when he uncovers some damning evidence against Sharon. This not only puts Sharon in danger, but also threatens to expose the deepest secrets of other characters. With threats from Ian and Jordan's sly return to Claire's life, things in Genoa City are getting more complicated than ever. Will the truth about Phyllis' accident be revealed, or is it just the tip of the iceberg? Will Sharon pay for what she may have done, or is another conspiracy looming? This week's focus is on the horrific accident involving Phyllis Summers. On a fateful evening, Phyllis was driving home to Sharon when a serious accident occurred. It was more than just a car accident. The scene of the accident is filled with unanswered questions. Was this accident intentional? Or was it just an accident? What's even more suspicious is that Sharon Newman, who was present at the scene, isn't entirely sure what happened. She vaguely recalls that she may have pushed Phyllis off the road, but everything seems to be shrouded in a fog of uncertainty in her memory. Sharon's conflicting words and guilt quickly attract the attention of Nick Newman and Chance Chancellor. In the midst of the red lights and the sirens of the ambulance, Nick and Chance pull Phyllis out of the rubble. In critical condition, Phyllis is rushed to the hospital. There, she has yet to regain consciousness, leaving her family and friends heartbroken. Daniel and Summer Newman, Phyllis's son and daughter, are devastated to see their mother lying motionless in the hospital bed. Not only are they worried about Phyllis's condition, but they also begin to question, who is behind this incident? Or is Phyllis herself the victim of some conspiracy? As Daniel and Summer struggle with their conflicting emotions, Elena Dawson steps in as a ray of hope. A doctor who has seen more than her share of tragedy in Genoa City, Elena quickly takes on the role of providing not only medical but also emotional support to Phyllis' family. At first, Elena tries to ease Daniel and Summer's nerves, telling them that sometimes all they can do is wait. However, when she sees the desperation in their eyes, Elena decides to use all her expertise to find a way to help Phyllis wake up. The conversations Elena has with Phyllis' family not only ease the tension, but also bring a little light to these dark days. She reminds Daniel and Summer that, no matter the circumstances, love and patience are the most powerful medicines. But is that enough when everyone is still asking, what really happened on that dark street that night? While Phyllis lies motionless, Sharon becomes the focus of suspicion. She confesses to Nick that she may have caused the accident, but even she herself is not sure. Sharon's confusion and panic puts Nick in a difficult position. As someone who used to love Sharon, Nick does not want to believe that she was involved in the accident, but at the same time, he cannot ignore her confession. Nick decides to conduct a secret investigation with Chance. Instead of going public, they choose to investigate quietly to avoid putting more pressure on Sharon. But this also raises a big question: was keeping the secret the right decision? Things get even more complicated when Daniel, in anger and grief, demands answers from Nick. This leaves fans wondering, does Daniel know something that others do not? Or is he just looking for a way to relieve the pain of his mother's condition? Amidst the chaos, Ian Ward and Jordan secretly target Sharon. Ian, a cunning manipulator, not only wants to harm Sharon but also drag those around her into chaos. With Jordan's help, Ian seems to be secretly planning something bigger and more dangerous. Jordan is more than just an accomplice. He is a master of psychological manipulation, and his latest target is Claire Grace Newman. As a young member of the Newman family, Claire has no idea that she is part of Jordan's plot. The more Claire learns about her powerful family, especially her grandfather Victor Newman, the easier it is for Jordan to target her. Will Claire realize the danger lurking, or will she be drawn deeper into the web that Ian and Jordan have woven? Meanwhile, Christine and Michael Baldwin are having a heated argument about Sharon's innocence. Christine, as the prosecuting attorney, doesn't believe Sharon is completely innocent. Meanwhile, Michael, who has always been on Sharon's side, tries to prove that she was just the victim of a series of unfortunate events. This legal battle not only revolves around Sharon, but also affects the reputation of the Newman family and everyone involved. This week, Genoa City is filled with questions: who is really behind Phyllis' accident? Is Sharon guilty, or is she just a pawn in Ian and Jordan's plot? And can Claire escape the manipulations of dangerous people? The secrets, truths and relationships that intertwine make The Young and the Restless more and more intriguing. As all the pieces of the puzzle are revealed, fans can only wait to see who wins this twisted game, and who will pay dearly for their mistakes. Kyle will be furious about the emotional turmoil he's going through and will try to take some time to think things through. While Diane and Jack take some time to work on their relationship as a couple, Kyle will tell Claire Newman about all this mess. Kyle will essentially admit that he's learned his lesson regarding Victor, but he won't be ready to forgive Diane and Jack for all the trouble that led them here. Yonder predictions suggest that forgiveness is indeed possible, but it will require effort from all parties involved. Young and the Restless says Kyle, Jack, and Diane will have a lot to work through in the upcoming episodes, so we'll bring you more news on their troubled family. Subscribe to Yonder for more exciting Young and the Restless spoilers, predictions, news, and updates, so check back often for more Yonder details.